Okay, so hello everyone. So in this video, I'll show you how to create a database and a table in PHP using Stamp. So this is a step-by-step process. You need to make sure to watch the video carefully. So before we start, make sure that you already have the Stamp installed on your computer. Kapag wala naman, pwede naman siya i-download from apachefriends.org if you don't have yet. Now, let us open our SAMP. So go to your start menu, then click the SAMP control panel. Then after that, when as you can see, you saw here some modules. So we have the Apache, MySQL, and more. So, para makagamit natin si PHP we need to make sure that si Apache and si MySQL are running. So, to do that, you need to make sure to click Start, of course, and si MySQL. So, when both turn green, it means your local server is ready. Again, both modules should be green before opening the PHP MyAdmin. Then, after that, open your browser. I already opened my browser. Then go to your localhost. Okay. Then, pwede nyong i-click na or i-type si PHP My Admin. So, but if you forgot, you can just simply click the PHP My Admin here. Okay, so before we create our database, let's take a quick look around our PHP My Admin. So on the left, we have all our databases. Yung top menu, this is where we can access important tools like databases, SQL, import, yan. So in the center naman, we see here the general appearance settings. Yung right, PHP My Admin details, like this one. Uh, MySQL server, then yung ating Apache and PHP versions. So here, it will help us confirm what you need before running properly with your data. Okay, so in our sidebar where your database is found, si MySQL at si Performance Schema, we do not touch those since they are system databases. But we have here our own database, which we have the Portfolio DB and the test. Then after that, we have here the PHP My Admin navigational bar, yung horizontal menu. So, yung databases natin, this is where we create or view our database. Si SQL, dyan natin nilarun si SQL queries manually. Si status, this is where we view our server status and performance. Si user accounts, this is where we manage user databases and some privileges. Sa export and import, where you want to backup and restore databases. Si settings, tsaka si variables, these are configuration for PHP My Admin behavior. Sa replication, charset engine plugins, these are just simply an advanced features of PHP My Admin for user experience. Then we also have the general settings panel, which is this one. So we called it collation, uh, server connection collation. So, ibig sabihin, this is where we try. Pag sinabing collation, these are the, ano ba sasabihin? Ah, sila yung parang, kung ginagamit siya ni MySQL, it is a set of rules ni MySQL na gumagamit ng compare and sort text, katulad ng strings sa databases. So, in short, it is the character set na pwedeng i-store. Example, letters, symbols, emojis. Tapos yung collation na tinatawag natin, these are the characters na kino-compare natin. At na kino-compare natin into other texts, then nire-reorder. So, yung collation na yun, pag sinabi nating sorted, di ba, capital, example, capital A. Si capital A muna bago si small letter A. Kapag matching naman, for example, small letter Shane, then capital Shane ba, iti-treat niya ba yan as equal? Then, part din ng collation process is yung language rules. Example, i-compare niya si English tsaka si French o isusort niya yung order between the two. So, yan yung collation. So, ibig sabihin, ang pag treat niya ng capital A tsaka small letter A, kung case sensitive ba siya or not, is depende dun sa collation process. Kaya dito, most commonly, yung default po natin kay PHP-MyAdmin is UTF-8 MB4 Unicode CI. Okay, so that is yan yung pinaka-safe default app po niya. Okay, so CI kasi dyan, ibig sabihin case insensitive. Yan. Then, it support all the modern languages and emojis that we have. And this is one of the most compatible default PHP collation for web apps. Okay, that is why we leave it as is. Okay, then after that we have the appearance settings. So sa appearance settings, so kung gusto mong palitan yung theme, pwede mo palitan dyan. So me, I leave it as is. Then we have the database server information, then the web server in section, then we have the PHP my admin section. Okay, so let us create our new database. PHP, since PHP my admin allows us to create a databases, tables, and running SQL queries without coding from the scratch, you just need to make sure that you run your MySQL service in your SAM. Okay, so to create a new database, you can click the new tab here in the left panel or click the databases or create a database using SQL query. So just simply type in create space database space yung pangalan ng database. So in my case, I'm going to use the new here in the left panel. Then let us call it as school underscore DB. So spaces are not allowed. Make sure they are all in all lowercase letter. Then you need to make sure that your database name are descriptive and again in lowercase letter. Then when it comes to collation, let us use the UTF-8, which is the standard for most applications, and it ensures the proper text encoding. So click lang si create. Okay, so for the first table, let us name it as a students with 4 columns. You can edit the number of columns if you want. You can also create a table using the SQL query. So I'll be showing it na lang siguro later kung paano sila gamitin. SQL query later on. So let us create our first table. So as you can see, we have here the name. So this is the field. We have the data type, which I already discussed. We have the length values, the size, then the default, if it is null or not. The collation, usually this is automatically made na, nakikreate. Then null, kung walang laman. Then auto increment. So sa isang table naman, usually isa lang ang naka-auto increment, which is the ID. The rest, you can leave it as is. So let us say this is our ID with the length values 11. Then we set it as null, then auto increment. Okay. Then next is the first name. Then let us declare it as var character with the 50 characters. Okay, so pwede na yung ganyan lang. Then, last name, varchar, then 50. Okay, then after that, yung ating email. Let us say email, varchar pa din, then 100. So after that, you can preview the SQL like this, then save. So we already made our first table. So if you wanted just simply to check all the tables that you have, you can click the browse. Okay, then the structure of that, the SQL, if you wanted to insert a data from it, then you can also insert a data directly on each column. So let us create another muna na table. So again, make sure na nakaklik sa school DB. So para makita nyo lahat ng table nyo, then click nyo si new. Yan. So para sa next naman, so let us say this is my classes. Okay, then yung name is yung ID, ulit natin. The int, yung length values, 1. So this is our null auto increment. Yan. So automatic naman siya yung magiging primary key. So we have the class name. Okay, then let us change it into varchar, then 50, then teacher name. So let us say muna, teacher name. Let's score that one. Then varchar 50. Okay, so kung wala ka nang ilalagay in the next, leave it as blank. Click save. Okay,